Welcome back to Blended Family Matters, the podcast where we talk about real life, real faith, and real family. I'm your girl, Alicia.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Milo again. We're going to be talking today about something every blended family craves. Real connection. Because I know for us, that's what we were pressing in to do, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we were looking forward to that. So we're not talking about something that's forced or rushed, but real connection, y'all.
Absolutely, because let's face it, blending is just not living under one roof or under the same roof. It's about how to build trust. It's about closeness and unity. One moment at a time.
Okay, yeah, one moment at a time. Don't go too far ahead.
Yes.
So I'll tell you what, let's start here.
Okay.
Real connection cannot be microwave. When we talked about that that blender analogy. You can't force kids to bond or call the non-biological mom or dad. That's something just, if they get to that point, we got to allow that time to take place, right? That's what we had to do.
Absolutely, yeah. We had to, check the kids out to see where they were comfortable, especially your biologicals, because they weren't comfortable.
Right.
So we had to give them a couple choices on what to call me, what to address me as, and then let them pick whichever one that they wanted to.
That's right.
To use.
Also, you can't pressure a spouse to instantly feel like a step parent.
Yes.
If that's going on right now, give it time. Don't rush it, okay?
Absolutely.
You can't demand closeness. No. You got to let it marinate. You got to let it simmer, like we talk about the crock pot. Let it just kind of melt in together a little bit without any kind of rushing. Connection grows the same way trust goes. Remember, we talked about trust a few episodes ago. It's slow, consistent, and through shared experiences. We grew through our experiences, y'all, as we shared different things. That's why, as a blended family, you need realistic expectations. You're building, and when you're building anything, anybody who knows building anything takes time, and it also takes planning.
Absolutely. Before we go on to the next tip that I want to give you guys, I wanted to just go back and pull on the thread where you talked about you can't press the other parent to be a step parent. That is something that is so key. I think what we did, we talked about it prior to getting married.
Right.
So I would just advise you, if you're not already in the middle of it or in the midst of it, talk about these things as you're dating, as you are. Maybe you're not dating yet, you're thinking about it, but make sure that this is a topic of discussion, whether you're the one bringing in children or not. You still want to have that conversation, because once you start having feelings for one another, you're going to think that that's enough and that's going to cover everything. And I'm telling you guys, it does not. So you got to have those conversations.
That's that planning we talked about.
Absolutely, absolutely. So the next tip I wanted to talk about was connection starts with safety.
Okay, let's talk about it.
Yeah, let's talk about that. Before connection can grow, safety got to be in place.
Okay.
The kids got to feel safe.
Okay.
The parents, they have to feel safe. Kids connect when they feel emotionally safe, and adults connect when they feel respected and understood.
That's true. Yep.
Because I know for us, that was very imperative for us to be able to understand one another as the parents. Because remember, you both come in with baggage, you both come in with a different mindset on how the family dynamics go. Like for me, I was a single mom, so at first my dynamics was I was the head of household. I did everything, but then I had to transfer that responsibility, if you will, to you as my husband, and then I had to share that with my children to let them know back to that reorg. Remember, I talked about that in one of the other episodes, guys. I talked about reorganization. You do it on your job all the time. Whether you are aware of it or not. Well, guess what? It happens in families.
It does.
So it happened with us, especially in a blended family. So we had a reorg, and now the CEO was my husband, you know, and I came, you know, up under that, and the kids came up under that as well, but they came under because he was first for me and I was first for him, and then our children had to take the next seat. So that was something that we had to talk about, and that goes back to that safety. Letting them know that although there's a reorg, the love that we have for you hasn't changed. The things that we're going to be doing for you or being here for you, that doesn't change. But it's just the order of the family that changes.
Right. And I'm going to just pull on that thread a little bit more. I don't want to go too deep into it, but when you use the word respect, especially when you're talking about the adults, the parents, that's imperative.
Yes.
Because you're talking about adults. And someone can easily feel disrespected when things are brought about a different way. So that's why it's good to have those conversations and considering one another when we have these conversations.
Absolutely. And we went through a couple of those on both sides. You know, my husband with my children and me with his children. But let me give you a few ways that safety is simple but powerful. Okay.
Do it.
One is predictable routines.
Okay.
Rhythms that help everyone know what to expect. So that's where those family meetings come into play.
No surprises.
You know, so it's no surprises because they have to understand, okay, now things have changed a little bit. The dynamics may have changed. And now us coming together, we had to have a conversation prior to coming towards, you know, coming to the children to let them know, you know, how things were going to be run in the house. So that's very, very key. Another one is gentle communication. Not passive, not being a doormat, okay? But watching your tone. You know, because again, you have to build a relationship with one another.
You do.
Whether it's with the parent or with the children, that relationship have to be built first. Timing is everything. I had to learn about timing. I did not know about timing. It was just like, this is what's happening and I'm got to get it out and here it is. And being tender. Being tender is not, again, not being a doormat. It's just being considerate of the other person.
Right.
You know? Another key is space for emotions. Remember, I talked about this. We're not taught how to deal with our emotions. We were only taught the basics. Glad, mad, happy, or sad. But there's so many other emotions. Helping one another, giving yourself permission, for one, to have room to feel without judgment, as well as others, meaning the other parent, whether the other parent in the house or out the house. Right. The kids, everybody, making room, making space that everyone's emotions can be felt without any judgment.
Creating an environment where it's okay to feel a certain way, and let's kind of walk and talk our way through these things. Why are you feeling a certain way? Absolutely.
And last is consistency. Consistency. I struggle with consistency personally. I don't know about y'all.
In certain areas. And we all do.
But when it comes to the family, my consistency is on point. I'm going to show up. I'm going to always be there. I'm going to be the same way. True. You ain't going to have to worry about, okay, what's she going to be like today? I'm going to be the same way day in and day out. Like God says, I'm the same today, yesterday, and forevermore. That's what I'm going to be. I'm going to be the same.
That's right.
But guess what? Thank God that kids don't need perfection. Because guess what? I'm far from it.
We all are. That's a good thing to know.
Yes,
we all are.
They don't need perfection, but guess what? They need your presence. They need you to be present in their lives. They need to know that you are steady, that you're safe, and that you're not going anywhere. If they feel like you about to jet, as soon as they say something that you don't like or whatever, guess what? That safety, that trust is going to go right with them.
They need that stability.
Yeah. And when safety is in place, connection has room to grow naturally.
Yeah, because you think about it, in a blended family, you got children who may have been in an environment where mom and dad were there, the biologicals, and all of a sudden there's a split. So all of a sudden now that safety thing, that net that was there, is torn.
Absolutely.
So now I'm not feeling safe now.
I'm not feeling safe.
So yeah, it's very important.
Right.
Very important.
And don't go forcing it, meaning, okay, I'm going to buy this child. Maybe if I buy the kid everything they want, they're going to like me. Don't do that.
Nah.
And don't rush it. Okay, we've been married for 3 months. You need to call me mom. Take your time. Slow it down. Because understand that it's going to be formed in those moments that you least expect. You might be sitting there watching a movie and all of a sudden somebody going to be like, Mom, you sleep? I'm telling you, it happens. Organically.
Let it be organic.
It happened to me. My husband's youngest son. Oh, Mom, sleep. I was like, oh. I woke up, y'all, out of my sleep. I kept my eyes closed.
Right.
I was like, is he going to say it again?
Yeah. So, are you done?
I am done.
Oh, wow. Okay. You was at a roll.
I was on a roll.
Sounding good.
I mean, this is so key to us because we live this and we're still living it, even with our grandchildren.
Right.
You know, so this is so key to me. It's really personal to me because, like I said, we're living it with our grandchildren. It's easy. It seems like it's a little easier on my side, but I can't speak for my husband. From what I see from the outside looking in, I feel like he got it easier than I do. But he may not feel that way.
Right.
And, you know, so it's just your perspective, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's get practical.
Okay, go and get practical. You're going to get practical.
I'm
normally a practical one.
I'm going to break this thing on down.
He normally theologian.
No, not Harley. What does connection look like in everyday life? And I'm going to give you an example of it. When my wife and I, we were dating and we were engaged.
Yes.
We were engaged. So what I would do, she had choir rehearsals on Thursday nights. So what I would do is pick the girls up. She had the two youngest living with her. I would make sure, so to have somebody to watch them, I would pick them up and spend time with them.
Yes.
We would go different places. The whole purpose of this was for them to get to know me, me to get to know them, creating that safe place between the three of us, and see whether or not, be quite honest with you, this thing gonna work. You know, we gotta feel, we were filling each other out. So some of the things we would do, we go out for ice cream, we go down and look at the monument, and just spending time. Some additional practical ways is like one-on-one.
Yes.
Don't forget, biological parents, don't forget the biological child if you're in a blended family.
Yeah, don't.
The biological child needs to know it's still safe, you still love them. Spend time with them. It's very important for them and for you.
Yes.
Low pressure shared activities, like I just talked about. We went to ice cream. Sometimes might be in there cooking. I remember one time I used to let them do my fingernails. I stopped doing that. But do a little certain things, you know. Family rhythm, like you talked about, weekly dinners. Make sure maybe we can't catch it every night, but certain nights we're gonna make sure we sit at dinner. We used to do the family night. We talked about a previous episode where we have watch movies or play games or something like that. And there are times too where encourage them and be an example of when things are going tough. Let's pray about this. Even that can help strengthen them and give them a better relationship with God because you're teaching them and you're guiding them.
Absolutely.
Open conversations. How are you feeling? How was your day? Let me share my day with you. And do it from a funny perspective. Let me share my day. Them jokes were tripping in the off of the day. Shared responsibilities. And that's one thing we did. Everybody had responsibilities.
All hands on deck.
Chores. Even projects. And we mentioned something in an earlier episode when we, as a family, went out in the evangelistic ministry with our church. So doing things together, establishing that unity, establishing that bond. Closeness is what you talked about before.
Yes. Connection
grows through momentum, not milestones. And you kind of alluded to it a little bit. Here's what I mean. Real closeness is built in small, everyday interactions, not big dramatic events. We're going to go out and have this one big time and really enjoy ourselves. Yeah, that's going to do it. No, those little small incremental things and you build on them.
Absolutely.
Just some practical things, practical nuggets for you.
Right. Because the kids still talk about the little small things that we did. Yeah. I remember something came up on your phone and you text all the kids about a movie. Yeah. Because when we had movie night, guys, the kids and my husband, they would have certain movies that they wanted to watch over and over and over and over again. Okay. So I was fine with it because guess what? Your girl got a nap. But anyway,
you was getting a bond.
And they was getting their bond on. So it was all good. But they talk about those things. They talk about the family meetings. They talk about our movie nights. Yeah. They talk about where we went on Saturdays to the flea market. So it's those small things. And even when we did ministry together, they talk about that. They talk about, remember that time John was going to fight somebody for Milo? I mean, it might be the craziest thing that they remember, but they hold on to that. That really mattered, opposed to something huge like a big celebration or whatever have you. So yes, it is the car rides. It is the shared meals, the quiet check-ins about how your day was. Those moments that slowly stitch a family together. Yes. Yep. And the truth about connection won't look the same for everybody. That's true. Now, just because that's the way it looked for us, it might not look that way for you. Some kids warm up quickly. Others might take some months and even years. And guess what? It's okay. Give them the time that they need. Right. That's where grace steps in. Grace says, take your time. I'm not going nowhere. Grace also means not taking things so personally. Yeah. It's not about you. Yeah. And a child's hesitation isn't rejection. They're protecting themselves. Yeah. It's a shield of protection. I don't know if you're going to hurt me if I open up. Right. I don't know how long you're going to be here. My parents didn't make it, so what makes me think that you're going to make it? Right. So give them that time today that they need. Extend that grace. Yeah. Even extend the grace to your spouse and to the other parents outside of the house. Extend grace. Guess what? It's been extended to you. Yeah. And God gives us grace to keep showing up with love, with patience and understanding. So stay consistent. Yeah. Stay gentle. Stay patient. And even when the process feels slow, don't give up. Just take your time. Yeah. That's good. You said something there that kind of hit me when you talked about... Hit you like that? No, I just kind of like bat. And I'm like, okay, that was a tap. Like that. But when you talked about... when you talk about grace, and don't take it personal. Yes. Look, y'all, all of us in the blended family are dealing with hurts. Yes. All of us are. Children and adults. Absolutely. So if something might pop off, we can't respond in kind. We got to take a step back. There were times when we had to table things because emotions got high. And okay, this is not a good time to talk. Absolutely. Let's all just kind of take a break, go to our neutral corners, go in your room. Let's just get away from each other for a minute. Let's process it. Yeah, so some of the little things you learn to do when you're walking in grace and having understanding, knowing that we all are coming together and we all have been hurt. Absolutely. So give ourselves a little bit of time and stop wearing your emotions on your sleeve because we need each other in this. I can remember my oldest daughter would say, Mom, everything is not always about you. And I was like, I don't think everything's about me. But in hindsight, I did. Okay. Unintentionally, I did think it was about me, not intentionally, but unintentionally. And I think we all do that from time to time, especially if we're not careful. If we're not careful with looking at the signs and really trying to understand how the other person is trying to articulate their feelings or what they're saying or why they're doing the things that they're doing or not doing. Right. So I think we just need to pay attention and be aware that guess what? It's not always about you. Talk about it. It could be something else going on. And you're missing it, and they probably screaming for help. Yeah. As they're acting out or as they're, talking at you. Right. That's and good. I had to learn that I missed it a couple of times. I really did. I missed it a lot, especially with my husband's sons, as well as with his daughter. In those times, at those times, I just didn't know.
Right.
But thank goodness that, they extended me some grace and gave me
all gave each other
couple
grace.
of other chances.
Come on. So let me take a moment to encourage you. If your blended family is still learning how to connect, hear me, y'all. Don't be discouraged. Be consistent. we keep talking about it. Be consistent.
Yes.
It's consistency that builds a momentum, and you're not failing. You're forming. And remember that. Consistency. You're building. When we talk about when you're building takes planning. So plan some things. Yeah. Learn how. I'm telling you what really helped us is spending time with God. He can give you the right perspective when you're dealing with stuff. Lord, I'm dealing with this thing. I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, pray.
And get quiet with God. And He can really work things in your life and give you another perspective.
Yes.
Connection is built through small, we talked about that, consistent acts of love. And God is in every one of those moments.
Yes, absolutely.
One family is becoming something beautiful if we just take the time. Okay? Our conversation, one prayer at a time, one shared moment at a time. And we just keep building on it,
Absolutely, absolutely. Again, guys, it's not a it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. And run the race that's set before you. Again, every family is not the same. So why would you think every blended family is the same? And sometimes people do take that for granted. Oh, you're a blended family. Oh, well, how you do this and I can tell you how I did it. I can give you some tips and tools. But guess what? When the tips and tools are in your possession, they're going to work for you differently because you and I are different. But you can still apply them.
And I like what you said, run the race, because what came to mind with me is when you run a race, you run to win. So even in this, we have a mindset, we're winning.
Yeah.
And regardless of what goes on, what pops off, whatever.
Absolutely.
We're going to win this thing. Whatever, come hell or high water, we're going to win it.
That's right.
Have that mindset, y'all. So remember, connection isn't forced, it's formed.
Absolutely.
And God is faithful to finish what He starts in your home.
So we want to thank you for joining us for another episode of Blended Family Matters. If this episode encouraged you or blessed you, we ask that you share it with another blended family. And these tips and tools can help any kind of family, for real.
Right.
So they don't just have to be blended. And you know what? Something came to my mind. I want to share this. I know we're getting ready to close out, but I wanted to share what came to my mind earlier this week when we talked about blended, because a lot of people don't know what blended means. Someone had asked me, okay, what is blended? Okay, blended is when you bring in two families together that you may have children already existing, or you both may be bringing children from previous relationships into the marriage. But also, a blended family can also be an adopted family.
Yeah.
You could be adopted, by a family, and you still have, then you later on you might meet your biological family. We have a good friend that has that situation.
Yeah.
She was adopted into a family, and then she met her biological family at the age of 30. Now she has two families, and she's had to, navigate the waters because she was raised one way by one family, and now she has this whole other family that she gets to, get to know, and they get to know her. So I just wanted to put that out there. Also, guys, if you are in the DMV area in October, specifically October the 17th, we are hosting our first Blended Family Matters event.
We're going to make that thing happen.
We hope that you guys will come out and support us.
Yeah.
Come out and share your blended family stories with us. It might, I know it would help us. And it'll help other people that's going to be there as well. It's going to be happening on October the 17th at the National Harbor at the Westin Hotel there. So go to our website, fruitfulfamily101.com, and you can get more details on how to get tickets. Tickets are available now.
Yeah.
Yes, they are available now, so you don't want to miss that event. And we also have a pop-up event coming up in August for blended families, and that will be coming out soon. The information for that will be coming out soon. So thanks again for joining us for another episode of Blended Family Matters. I'm your girl, Alicia.
Milo, what's up? See you next time.
All right.